Hey, welcome back to Dad's Garage. I got yet another gun video for you today. This has been a big gun year at Dad's Garage. So this one's going to be pretty quick, I think, because got another Springfield. So, you know, we had the 9mm, did the 9mm video. You probably remember we had some feed issues with it. The original magazine would not even function in the gun at all. There was something defective about the magazine. It felt fine with no bullets in it. When you put bullets in it, it got extremely tight when you tried to feed the magazine in, and you really had to force it. It seemed to me as if the magazine would swell when you put bullets in it. So there was something defective about it. But then I tried to shoot it, wouldn't even feed a bullet out of it all, period. Would not even feed a bullet out of the magazine. Fortunately, I had the Wilson Combat magazine already here for the gun. And if you remember, that was a 9mm. And then we had a lot of issues. The better quality ammo, the better it would do without having feed issues. To make a long story short, we put through it about 600 rounds, and finally the last 5 boxes started functioning properly, and the gun seemed to be running good. Shot very well. I was very pleased with it. The quality of the gun seemed excellent. Just apparently needed some break-in is I guess what it needed. But it started running well. So that was all good, but it just never felt right to me. And I don't know why it didn't feel right. And I think it was the power of the 9mm in such a, a heavy gun like a 1911 that just didn't feel right to me. So I'm just used to it having a 45 in a 1911 or even some 10 mils that I've shot. And just the 9 just didn't ever feel right to me. Nothing wrong with the gun. I think it was fantastic, especially once we got, past the first 400 rounds or so. Thing functioned flawlessly, shot fantastic. But I had to go trade it. So what we replaced it with, another Garrison. But this one in 45. So, yeah, we got the same thing. Love the quality of the Springfield 1911s. I like the thin grips because with my hands not being huge, the thin grips just feel very comfortable to me, and I like it. I like it a lot. The thicker wood grips just are a little large for my hands, so I really, really like the thinner grips that they use on these. So grabbed another Garrison, this time in 45. So all you guys that left the comments in the other one that said, oh, it's not a real 1911 unless it's a 45, I hope you're all happy now. But anyway, we're going to get this thing out to the range tomorrow, and we're going to get you some footage of this one shooting. But I think I am going to be just absolutely tickled to death with this. While we're at it, though, we got yet another. So this would be, Browning Buckmark. So Browning Buckmark. I'm sure y'all all know this one. So, of course, we got 22 here. Basically a 22 target pistol. Been wanting one for a while. Found one at a really good price, brand new. And picked that baby up. And the whole point of this is just to have a good time shooting. When you go to the range, or when I go to the range, if we go through 300 rounds of 9mm, for example, that's about $90 worth of bullets. Not to mention lane fees, stuff like that. But then when you go with a 22, you're looking at 7 cents a round, which, 300 rounds, we're looking at $18. It's actually under 7 cents a round, but it's $18 for 300 rounds of this. So that's a significant difference when you go to the range. And we typically will put through 300 rounds because it's usually at least 2 of us shooting. So this is going to pay for itself, and just, you know, maybe 5 or 6 times we go, it'll pay for itself. And then we can go enjoy this thing, have a good time, just, you know, working on being more accurate, and rather than just blowing through a bunch of rounds. So really excited about this, but we're gonna get both of these out there. My buddy John, who you've seen on a couple videos before, who has all kinds of stuff. Every time we go out, he's got something new. He trades guns way more than I do. But he's always got something new when we go out there. And I know last time he had the Super 300, I believe it is, the new M&P. He got that one. You know, he's just got all kinds of stuff. My second youngest son's going to be with us too, Brandon. He is headed off to the military. He is headed to the Navy here in about 40 days roughly. And he'll be gone for 6 years other than his little visits. He's got a 6-year contract with the Navy. So he'll be gone at least that long. He plans on being career with it. But anyway, he wants to go out with us. He's been telling me, Dad, next time you go shooting, I want to go with you. And he has a perfect opportunity this weekend, and he's going to go with us too. So we're going to bring the AR out there. John's going to bring all kinds of stuff, and we're just going to have a good time at it. So anyway, we will catch you out at the range, and then we'll bring you a bunch more footage from out there and let you know how these things do. And we'll have whatever surprises John brings with him. We'll catch you out at the range.
Didn't you put any oil on it?
I did. I actually, because of the problems I had with the last Springfield,
Yeah.
I went ahead and tore it down, oiled it all up, and it was gritty. Really gritty. I something in there.
Blast that has. It was like super hard to find 357. Oh,
There it goes.
How do you load that? How do you load that one to the? Yeah, I'll show you in a second.
I mean, stuck.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Hanging?
Oh man, it's jammed. Like I can't even move it.
Oh, that ain't right.
And I think I don't know how many.
Can't even move it.
10 and 15. Right there with the last one. Yeah.
Can't even pull it back. Won't even come back.
There ain't one in there.
No. I mean, there ain't nothing. It ain't coming back. There you go, Brandon.
You ready?
Yep. So Josh was really addicted to the 45 now that he shot a 45. If my 45 would just shoot, things would be great. We're having to go here to John's $350 used to, or how do you say it? But Joshua is hooked on the 45 now.
We need to get a size of the gym.
Sights are way off on it. Now, at least it works. Gotcha. All right, so we're back home from the range. The Garrison was an absolute disaster. You know, like the title of this video, is it like, do I just have the worst luck on the planet, or is the gun just a piece of junk? I don't believe it's a piece of junk. I do not believe that at all. I think I just got a fluky one that just, you know, bad luck. Let's just call it bad luck. But the thing I was able to, once I got home, I was able to get it disassembled, and I did find some, what I think the issue is with it. Now, what caused it? Have no idea. I'll put some pictures up here so you can look at what I think the damage, you know, what happened to it, or what's causing the issue, I should say. I think I found that. So I'll put the pictures up right here so you can look at those. I did call Springfield, and Springfield said it would be 3 to 4 weeks they would have it. I'm not willing to wait that long, so I did call my gunsmith, talk to him, gonna take it in there in 2 days. So he's gonna look at it, and we're gonna try to see if we can figure out what happened. To me, I want to figure out what happened more than anything, like what, you know, what the malfunction was. Is this something that's going to be an issue with this gun and I need to get rid of it? Or is this something that is, you know, just a fluky one-time thing? He can fix it and then we just move on. So don't know, but I can tell you I've never had that happen before, where a gun just completely seizes up on you and you cannot move it at all. The slides just almost welded to the thing is what it felt like. So I don't know, really weird. We had a great time though with the other pistols and the other rifles. We got some footage in there of Brandon shooting for his very first time shooting a rifle. He shot the AR, also shot John's AK. Joshua got addicted to the 45 over there. He'd never shot one before, but since my 45 didn't work, went over and shot the Thesis that John had, and it shoots flawlessly. Feels like a really good quality gun, actually, the Thesis. I wasn't sure about it. Had an option to buy one of those instead of the Springfield, but I opted for the Springfield, the name I knew. But the Thesis felt really good. It needs some sight work for sure, because it is way off on where that bullet lands. If you want to manually make that correction, you can make some good shots with it. So the other Browning that I had bought, the little Buckmark 22, that thing was flawless too. We went through about 300 rounds in it. Didn't have any hiccups. We did have 2 bullets that did not fire, but you could see where they were clearly struck on the rim and they just didn't fire. So for whatever reason, we had 2 defective bullets. But other than that, the gun shot flawlessly. We had some fun with it after we got off camera, where we set up some little dots out there at 7 yards. We put 5 dots on the target, and we were trying to see how many of them we could hit with 10 rounds, just as those little dots. And we had a good time having a little competition with that. So really good time. Again, back to the subject of the thing, the Garrison. Oh my gosh, this is, if any of you have ever seen this before, or you have any ideas what you might have thought might be the issue with this thing, please put them in the comments below, because I would love to hear what your thoughts are. To have one freeze up like that before, if you've ever seen that happen, please let me know too. I certainly did not expect it with a brand new pistol. We got 8 rounds through it. After the 8th round, the thing was locked up tighter than a drum. So that's weird. But anyway, that's it for this one. We will catch you next time right here on Dad's Garage.